important dimensions of this process is that we kneel down and we open our ears to the Word of God. Otherwise, I'm afraid that we will transform this ecclesial, profoundly ecclesial experience into a worldly experience, and this is not good.
Six months ago, Pope Francis began the first consultation phase leading up to the 2023 Synod of Bishops on the subject of synodality in the Church. In this first step, the laity, religious, and priests are invited to contribute with their prayers and their opinions on how they want to see the Church today. In 2023, the bishops will bring these ideas for discussion in Rome for the second phase and ultimately will present them to the Holy Father.
Well, I understand why Pope Francis insists that we should not approach this synodal experience by answering a questionnaire. This synodal process is not a sociological analysis of the Church, but it is a discernment process.
In order to understand well what synodality is according to Pope Francis, Vatican analyst Angela Ambrogetti says that we need to take a closer look at Pope Francis' background.
Questa è un'idea sua che viene dall'essere gesuita e dall'essere argentino. L'idea di popolo.
This is an idea of his that comes from being a Jesuit and from being Argentinian. The idea of the people as Christian identity. This idea he wants to carry into the Vatican Synod, so to speak, with a particular characteristic. He would love a permanent synodality. He would like it to be continuous. That the Synod would meet, or rather all Christians, all the faithful, would meet constantly and continuously.
Si riunissero in maniera costante e continua.
Prior and parallel to the first phase of the Synod of Bishops 2023, several countries, such as Australia, Ireland, Italy, and Germany, have initiated their own national synodal process, called the Synodal Path. The head of EWTN Germany, Martin Rottweiler, asserts that the synodal path in Germany, in addition to facing the clerical sex abuse crisis, has taken a controversial turn.
It is ultimately not just about dealing with the abuse. It is rather aiming at systematic and indeed substantial changes in the Church that were on the agenda of many even before the abuse cases became known, such as a far-reaching democratization of the Church, for example, regarding the appointment of bishops, the abolition of the so-called compulsory celibacy, the admission of women to all ministries, and a change in church doctrine, especially with regard to the sexuality of the human being, to name a few examples. The Synod of Bishops on Synodality, however, is, as Pope Francis emphasizes, above all about an inner conversion, about community, participation, and mission. Above all, the mission is not a special topic on the Synodal Way in Germany. To create a forum on evangelization was even rejected.
Despite controversial discussions at the German Synodal Way, the Secretariat General of the Synod of Bishops is open to accompanying each particular church in its synodal experience.
Synodality is constitutive, is an important dimension of the Church. And so every church, even a particular church, is encouraged to assume this synodal style, Yet every synod has its own level of importance.
In this respect, there is no direct link between the two processes. What is comparable, though, is that in both processes it is emphasized to be on the way together, clergy and laity. However, while the Synodal Way in Germany has no relevance according to canon law and ultimately cannot make binding decisions, this is possible in the Synod of Bishops on synodality, but finally depending on the Pope's decision.
Questo percorso sinodale iniziamo con il chiederci tutti.
Non credo che Papa Francesco sarà molto.
I don't think Pope Francis is going to be very accepting of this idea. Why? He, as a good Jesuit, is a person of a very orthodox doctrine, very classic, very firm. His informal way of speaking does not mean that he has different ideas from the doctrinal point of view. And he has said it. He has made it clear several times on important issues such as abortion, such as gender, such as the right to life, and in the end, even on other issues. And very importantly, on the female priesthood and on other things. He has spoken clearly.
Lo ha detto in maniera chiara.
Neither the Synodal Way nor the Synod of Bishops has the power to change doctrine. The suggestions and ideas gathered throughout the world from all members of the Church will ultimately be offered to the Holy Father for his consideration.
He is Peter for the Church, and we have this trust in him. Through the Synod, now, bishops, Peter, listening to all, to the people of God, obviously, will get more help, more assistance to help us to find truth.